Hello everyone, in this TRE-CCAR tutorial number 58, we will calculate the gain of the common source amplifier with and without capacitive load CL. We will then compare the gain curves with and without CL as a function of frequency. Finally, we will perform a vector construction to visualize the gain and phase for a specific angular frequency in both cases. In this gain calculation, we will perform the calculation of the common source amplifier in parallel with and without the capacitor load CL, on the right and left side respectively. We will start by calculating the capacitor current IC as a function of the output impedance Zout. We therefore calculate Zout and replace Zout in the equation for IC. Using the formula for IC, we calculate the voltage across the capacitor C placed between the input and the output. Since Vc equals Vin minus Vout, we can structure the equation in terms of Vin and Vout only. On the next line, we multiply the numerator and denominator by R to get the DC gain factor GMR. We then get the two equations with the difference highlighted in red with one on the left and 1 plus JRCL omega on the right. Both equations have the same zero but two different poles highlighted in red by capacitor C and C plus CL. Finally, we can factor in the DC gain GMR to obtain the final gain equation in the yellow boxes. The red curve represents, as a reminder, the gain of the common source amplifier without a capacitive load. We plot the continuous gain asymptote GMR followed by the minus 20 dB by decade asymptote minus GM over C omega. This asymptote crosses the continuous gain asymptote when omega p equal 1 over RC. The same asymptote crosses gain 1 when omega 0 equal Gm over C. Now, by adding the load capacitor CL, the gain as a function of frequency is changed as shown in the blue curve with the gain equation in the blue box. As for the other curve, we can plot the new asymptote of minus 20 dB by decade equal to minus Gm over C plus CL time omega. Since this asymptote intersects the DC gain asymptote, we will find the new pole at omega p10 equal 1 over R times C plus CL, which is 10 times lower than without CL. However, this minus 20 dB by decade asymptote will intersect the minus 20 dB horizontal asymptote at the same zero angular frequency omega 0. When the angular frequency omega tends to infinity, the gain is equal to the capacitance ratio C over C plus CL. Since C equal 2 picofarad and CL equal 18 picofarad, the total capacitance is 20 picofarad and the gain is equal to 0.1 or minus 20 dB. In fact, at high frequency, the amplifier circuit is equivalent to a capacitor divider. Now, of course, if the CL goes to 0, the blue curve will come back to the red one. To prepare for the next slide, we need to calculate Vc as a function of Vin and compare the expression with and without CL. Without CL or CL equals 0, the calculation is quite simple. Vc equal I over C omega and I equal GMVI. So Vc equal Gm over C omega times Vin. So Vc is purely imaginary. On the left, I quickly recall how to sum the vector Vout plus Vc equal Vin. On the right, we do the same calculation with CL, different from 0. We write the capacitor current IC as a function of Zout. We replace Zout with its expression. We then write Vc equal IC over Jc omega and we replace IC with its expression noted in blue. Using the gain expression Vout over Vin, we substitute Vout to obtain the Vc function of Vin. After a few adjustments, we obtain the formula in the yellow box. Using the numerical application, we obtain the ratio 0.1 and 0.9, which allow us to plot the vector Vc with the constant resistive amplitude equal to 0.9 and the vertical vector function of Gm over C omega. The objective of this slide is to show the impact of the load capacitor on a common source amplifier by performing the vector construction for some typical angular frequencies in both cases with and without load capacitance, blue and red curve respectively. This red curve represents the gain of the common source amplifier without a capacitive load. The horizontal asymptote gives the DC gain GMR. The minus 20 dB by decade asymptote is equal to minus Gm over Jc omega. It intersects the GMR asymptote at the pole angular frequency omega p equal to 1 over Rc and the 0 dB asymptote at 0 angular frequency omega 0 equal to Gm over C. For an angular frequency greater than 10 omega p, the diagram can be as shown in the red box with simply a capacitor C and a current source equal to GmVi. Since the voltage Vc across capacitor C establishes the relationship between Vi and Vout, it is essential to observe the phase and amplitude of Vc as a function of Vin. Vc equal I over C omega, and since I equal Gm Vin, Vc equal Gm over J C omega times Vin. Since Vin equal 1, the asymptote of minus 20 dB by decay represents the amplitude of the vector Vc, and the latter is directed towards the negative imaginary axis. We will plot the vector construction for some typical angular frequencies. For all those vector constructions, the black vector amplitude is always equal to 1 and output vectors are in green. At 100 omega p, the amplitude of the vector Vc is equal to 10. The construction of the vector is done with Vin in black, Vc in red, and the output vector Vout in green. We see that the gain Vout over Vin is slightly greater than 10 and that the phase is close to 90 degrees. At omega 0, the minus 20 dB by decade asymptote representing the amplitude of the vector Vc intersects 0 dB, which means that at omega 0 Vc equal 1, we can therefore plot the construction of the vector to see that the gain Vout over Vin is equal to the square root of 2 and the phase is 45 degrees. We can do the same at omega 0 divided by 2, where Vc equal 2, giving a Vout over Vin gain of 2.23 and a phase of 62 degrees. And for twice omega 0 with Vc equal 1 over 2, the gain is 1.12 and the phase is 26.5 degrees. We will now perform the same operation for the blue curve representing the gain of the common source amplifier with a capacitive load. This blue curve has the same horizontal asymptote equal to the DC gain GMR. The asymptote of minus 20 dB by decade is minus Gm over Jc plus Cl times omega. It intersects the horizontal asymptote of 0 dB at the same omega 0 as the red curve and the horizontal asymptote GMR at the angular frequency omega p10 equal to 1 over R times C plus Cl, 10 times lower than omega p. As for the red curve, for an angular frequency greater than omega p, the schematic can be as shown in the blue box with just capacitor C, Cl, and the current source GmVi. In the previous slide, we showed that the vector Vc as a function of Vin depends on Cl as noted in the yellow box. Of course, if Cl equals 0, we get Vc equal Gm over C omega, the same expression as for the red curve. To do the vector construction, it is best to take numerical value for C and Cl as shown. Let's start with the angular frequency 10 omega p, where the amplitude Vc is equal to 100. We will then evaluate the amplitude and phase of the vector Vc with respect to Vi, performing the vector sum of 0,9 V in on the horizontal real axis and the vector minus 10J on the negative vertical imaginary axis to obtain Vc. With this information about the vector Vc, we can plot the vector construction to obtain a V out equal to 10 and the vector Vc slightly greater than 10 at 10.04 and a phase of almost 90 degrees. We proceed in the same way for 100 omega p, where Vc equal 10, by first evaluating the magnitude and phase of the vector Vc with respect to Vin, performing the vector sum of 0,9 Vin on the horizontal real axis and the vector minus 1j on the negative vertical imaginary axis to obtain Vc with a phase close to 45 degrees. With this vector information Vc, we can plot the vector construction to obtain a V out equal to 1 and a vector Vc with a square root of 2 and 45 degrees phase. We will now calculate for omega 0, where Vc equal 1, by first evaluating the magnitude and phase of the vector Vc with respect to Vin, performing the vector sum of 0,9 Vin on the horizontal real axis and the vector minus 0.1 j on the negative vertical imaginary axis to obtain Vc with a phase close to 0 degree. With this vector information Vc, we can plot the vector construction to obtain a V out equal to 0.14 and a phase of 45 degrees. The last vector construction concerns high angular frequencies when omega tends to infinity. The gain V out over Vin tends to 0.1 and the phase to 0. So, as a conclusion or summary, we can note that for the red curve, this means without load capacitance, that all Vc vectors are in red and they all have a phase of 90 degrees and an amplitude inversely proportional to the angular frequency, which means that the amplitude Vc decreases to 0. The consequence of this is that the gain V out over Vin tends toward 1. In comparison, the blue curve means that with a load capacitance Cl, the Vc vector starts with a phase of 90 degrees, but the phase is 45 degrees when the V out over Vin gain is equal to 1, and the phase of Vc continue to decrease to 0. The consequence of this is that the V out over Vin gain tends toward 0.1. I want to thank you for your attention. On my next IRISeeker tutorial number 59, we will analyze the input impedance of the common source amplifier when the impedance is capacitive. So see you soon and stay tuned.